I'm surprised that nobody is talking about this. Right next to me is the Upper Piney Creek River. This flows out of the mountains in western Wyoming. In about a mile, it flows onto an 1,800 acre piece of BLM land that the BLM is proposing to exchange. They want to give it away to a corporation in exchange for other BLM lands in the state of Wyoming. We've been to the other parcels that they're wanting to acquire, and they're all right. They give you access to a different river, the Big Sandy River. And we're even getting more acreage. We're getting 2,200 acres in exchange for 1,800, but we're giving away 1,800 acres of this. You've probably heard the saying, keep public lands in public hands. And that is generally a position that we agree with here at Blue Ribbon Coalition. We've also found, though, that sometimes there are land policy issues that are complicated and that you actually have to dig into the policy proposals, come look at the ground at what's happening, and come up with an informed position. That's why we're here today, north of Rock Springs, Wyoming, as close as we can get to the Big Sandy River. You can see here there's a private property no trespassing sign and a big gate that prevents us from going any further. This river is basically bounded on both sides by private property, and there is very limited public access to this river. The Bureau of Land Management is proposing to do a land exchange. They are going to give up, which means give away to a corporation, 1,800 acres of other public land west of here, and in exchange, we're going to get 2,200 acres of public land here along this river, and also some scattered parcels out to the west. And we as the public have to decide, is this a good trade? Are we going to get a net public benefit from getting the river access here in exchange for this 1,800 acre parcel that is located in another part of the holdings that the BLM has here in Wyoming? And that's what we're going to do here at Blue Ribbon Coalition. We're going to look at each parcel on the ground and decide which is the best alternative for the public. Is it better to give away 1,800 acres in another part of Wyoming to get the 2,200 acres here?
The Big Sandy River does have its own unique charm. Guarantee the Big Sandy River gets a lot of wildlife, has plenty of fish in it too. What are the guarantees in writing and like the legally protectable guarantees that we're getting that we're going to get public access to all these new parcels? Because I'm not sure that we will. They could end up not keeping the public access open that was promised in this exchange.
This is the North Piney Creek River flowing right next to me, and in less than a mile, it flows onto a piece of BLM land that's 1,800 acres in size. It's currently landlocked by private land, so you can't get to it. This is as close as we could get. You can see here, this is a private gate, private land, and you can't get any further on this road. And so this is really a landlocked BLM parcel.
1,802 acres, at least 267 of them are designated like riparian area, which is like the river down along the bottom. Driving in, we were passing beaver ponds. I mean, this was like very much a pristine, intact, natural
very
ecosystem.
Scenic, I can imagine.
Yeah. So the land itself is amazing. It's going to have tons of great wildlife on it. If you could get in there easily, it would be a prime destination to go in there and go camping, to go fishing. It was hard to get to. I don't think you're ever going to see the masses flood into this area. If you are someone who loves our public lands and you were to see this parcel, it would break your heart to give this one up.
So the BLM is proposing to exchange this land away, give it away to a corporation because they say there's no public access. We want the BLM to build new roads to access that parcel because we want to be able to keep public access to public lands like this. They are high value recreation lands, and if you want to be able to come and access rivers and mountain recreation lands like these, we have to encourage the BLM to fight to build new roads to access the land that they own. Otherwise, you can support the exchange. We will get 2,200 acres of private land transferred into public hands, and that does give us river access to a different part of the BLM lands here in Wyoming. But anybody who honestly looks at this will say the land we're giving up is way more valuable. It looks like this. It has this river flowing through it. So if you want to keep access to our public lands that we own, that access this river, you need to join our fight to encourage the BLM here in Wyoming to build more roads to that parcel.